Hello guys, today I will be represent Group 16 to give you guys a presentation on digital restriction proposal as part of Google Square online training. Our digital disruptive idea is a micro-learning platform for young people and want to leverage cryptocurrency technology such as Bitcoin and social network such as Facebook or Instagram. The platform will be a mobile application and where users around the world can lend and borrow money without worrying too much about the cost of transaction or exchange rate. So we can say that this is kind of a banking system disruptive idea. The way it works is that the user of the application can post the money they want to lend on social network together with the interest rate and the payment date they want. The order, after seeing it, may decide to lend to this person money if they agree to the interest rate and the payment date. And then we use the social reputation as collateral to make sure the loan get paid. For this idea, our target audience is going to be the young individual from 18 to 25 years old, native, digital native, and social active. To show you how we will engage with this target audience, we will use the see, think, do, care model. First of all, in the C state, our target audience are the people who have many things to spend on but rarely have enough of money to finance the spending. So we engage with them in their social activities, especially in some of the passion group like gaming, music, and product review. In the think state, our target audience are the one who think on spending money on travel, frustrating expensive things like a new smartphone, a music festival ticket. And then we will engage with them when they are looking for information and price of the bus rate. In the do state, our target audience are the one who are looking for quick and easy loans because they need to buy things, but they are short in money. So we will engage with them when they start asking friends and relatives for a small loan, or even when they are looking for bank information. In the care state, our target audience already received the finance, purchase, and happy with the purchase. And then we will engage with them on social media when they're talking about their purchase and how happy they are with our service. To develop our unit brand mission and purpose, we want to use the golden circle model. So for our idea, the why of our idea is that we want to create a platform for finance activities by offering loans at lower rate to people lending to one another. In terms of how we are using an application as people sign up and start to generate a conversation and form a collaborative launch. The way we ensure that it's work and the launch of a small credit for the participant and the full payment of credit is increasingly among the user. In terms of what, this is a micro lending application where people can freely do finance activities like lending and learning with the people they just on social network. To develop a business framework for our idea, we're going to use the business model canvas. So based on this model, our idea is going to be solving two problems. First problem is the high banking interest as well as a lot of credit bureaucracies. And for the youth who just want to borrow a small amount of money, but big bank will not allow them to. The solution from our idea is a micro loaning system for the youth to lend and loan digital money, such as Bitcoin, to the people that just on social network. The key metric for success is going to be the number of app download as well as affinities member, the user. In terms of units value proposition, we talk about money on demand. credit available with no need for bank. And then we talk about building a collaborative management for loaning and lending system among members. In terms of unfair advantage, we talk about less expensive and interest rate for the borrower. The channel we're going to work with is we're going to work with the universities, mobile app, and social media. In terms of custom segment, we'll be focused more in the youth, in the universities, or students at the beginning. In terms of cost structure, some of the costs going to be coming from platform development, app development, as well as customer service. The revenue stream, so we will be taking 1% out of any money who lend and any money who request the lending. So in our idea, social network will play a very important and educational role, either through an apprenticeships map in the use of the application, or by the way we identify our potential customer in the use of social network. So here's a few ideas we want to do is to engage to our potential customer. First of all, we're talking about a landing page on social network. So even before the app reach the public, we will create a suspense with a creative landing page with content that go through the same app experience, including video and image that create the attentions of the users. The second idea is about when to involve the user early. So we identify the possible power users and involve them in the development process from the very beginning, provide feedback and possible improvements. And Twitter can be a very excellent way to identify this potential power user for idea source. The third idea is to release short videos and trailers. So instead of making a press release, the application will be released by a series of short videos and trailers that explain the concept of the application, its mission, and how to use it most effectively. Our idea is built as an app with a strong focus on mobile users. In the future, it can be expanded to other platforms, but the key is still on mobile. Here's how we want to engage with our customer through the mobile app. We want to have some microphone function to talk to educational partner and financial guidance partners. We're going to build some calculator functionals to calculate, to facilitate the use of resources. In terms of interest calculators, can compares with banks, dream calculators, and the money to achieve that dream. Some spreadsheet function to control spending, way to save, to pay the amount borrowed, and how can to become a lender. And then we can use some GPS function to identify the location and indicate the most appropriate user or lender. We can also use some video camera functions to attend lecture and financials class, as well as some schedules to remind the payment date with alert. In the beginning, we want to focus on the early adopters in developed countries like USA or Europe. Since the need for microlending is universal from all over the world, we want to scale the business by attracting new potential customers in other countries as well. So to scale up the business, we'll focus on using social media and establish a conversation with new customers by understanding clearly about them. So there's a few steps we want to take to scale our idea. First of all, we want to identify the persona. So through the use of application, we can identify our users as well as the people closest to the behavior of our user in the public and develop potential customer from them. In terms of establish a conversation, after understanding the persona of our customer, it's important to establish a contextualized conversation in the line of each users. For this will be important to develop several personalized and relevant contents on finance and credit to offer in each moment. And last but not least, we want to search for possible influencers of the youth. We want to identify possible influencers at each market for young people so that they can be the early adopters of power user, and from that spread the habit of using our micro learning platform. That is the end of our group presentation. Thank you for listening and goodbye.